Welcome to the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
Good evening, everybody. I am Diva Girl Ellie here on the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie on DentonRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And tonight we have a very fun show. We've already been goofing off quite a bit before the show, so if we seem a little, we're gonna have fun tonight. So tonight I have Joe from Salsa with Joe and Lakin, and we're gonna talk about all the stuff that's happening with Salsa with Joe. So thank you so much for being on the show. I'm excited to have y'all here. So we're going to tell everybody who you guys are, what you do, and all the happenings with you guys. So,
okay.
Joe.
Well, I'm Heido, a.k.a. Joe.
Yes.
Should I say where I'm from? From Colombia. Moved out here when I was 16 in 2006. And a funny story, I didn't dance before. And I came here to the United States, and I was like, let's try something different. So, I started dancing in high school, college, and then in Dallas afterwards. So, yeah. Then I'm here today.
Now you're dancing in Denton.
I'm here in Denton.
There you go.
Awesome. Yay. So my name's Lakin. I'm Joe's dance partner, and it's kind of funny how I got involved with him. A friend of ours, Nelson, he introduced us. And I had told him, I was like, I would love to dance, but I don't know how to. I have 2 left feet. He's like, don't worry. Like, I'll show you. And here I am today. Dancing nights away.
Yeah,
there you go. Dancing with the stars.
Yeah,
do you?
I remember that
You're
night.
like, we've come a long way.
Yeah. I danced with her. She's like, what are you doing? We're dancing.
Hey, you know what? That's the story that goes behind, the whole journey. It's really amazing to see people that have come from where they're at, and then they transition with this new skill. And now you guys are instructing and you're teaching. And it's funny because when I talk to Lake, and she's always like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this now. And it's been a long journey for you.
Yes,
yeah.
Me either. I didn't think I was going to be teaching salsa bachata.
So let's talk about what got you, what reeled you in. I mean, music is universal. You can go anywhere and find, all kinds of music that you enjoy, wherever you're at, whatever country you're from. And then you dance. It's, everybody dances for the most part. But how did you get the itch to do it for a profession?
Well, it's, like I said, I'm from Colombia, so in Colombia, I was the kind of person that just want to be by myself, play video games. And then I moved down here, with my parents and my brother. And so they had like a program, as a dancing program in high school. And I was like, I don't want to be the same person back in Colombia where people be asking me, so you're from Colombia, so you know how to dance salsa. And I didn't want to say no. They'd be like, oh, you're not Colombian. So, I joined the team in high school. I did it through senior year, and I graduated. And then I found like a group at UNT. It used to call UNT Fuego. And so I took the classes there, and then I made a friend. He's like, they're having like auditions in Dallas. And so that's when my dancing took off, because I went to Dallas. I learned there salsa. I didn't know bachata before, so I started mainly just salsa dancing. And so, I fell in love with dancing, and I just wanted to keep learning. I used to go out almost every day.
Did you really? To perform or to go out?
No, just to have fun.
And you would go to all the night spots in Dallas?
Yeah, so I would go out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Where'd you go? Let me see if I remember any of these places. I'm from Dallas, so let's see.
You're from Dallas?
Oh, yeah.
So Wednesdays they have Stratas on, Northwest Highway.
Northwest Highway.
And then on Thursdays, I don't know, it doesn't exist no more, but they had like dancing nights at La Jolla. That's over there. And then on Fridays, I don't know any social that was in Dallas, pretty much like studios.
Yeah.
And then on Saturdays, I think used to go out to Gloria's.
That's
back
a
in the
huge
day.
place to go. A lot of people go there to learn because it's like we can eat and dance.
Yeah.
Because Gloria's is actually not like a dancer place to go.
No.
Like people that
they just
from
do
all
it.
levels. They're there to have fun.
They basically take over the restaurant.
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna work this food off.
Yeah, it gets pretty packed. So
Yeah.
And then Sundays, I forgot what I went, but it's just back then.
Yeah.
I was like when I was in college. Then I got to UNT, and I was like, we got pretty serious with the college.
Well, you would
with
think
the
every half a week you're dancing. You might as well make a profession out of it. Put it to good use.
Yeah, but when I went to UNT, I just couldn't do it again because NCTC is a community college. It was pretty easy. But then I went to UNT and it's way harder.
Yeah.
And I had to stop.
Yeah.
Take a break. And then I came back, and then my brother was like, hey, because he goes out with them a lot to dance. And so he's like, hey, my friends wants to learn how to dance. So I was like, oh, we can teach him. So we started, because of my brother. Yeah. Because we used to teach them, his friends how to dance. And then we're like, oh, this is pretty fun. Let's open to the public. And then that's how we met her.
Very cool.
So I came along.
And you make it sound so easy. You're just like, well, we're already teaching them. Might as well make a business out of it.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got a business, Salsa with Joe, and you guys are an actual dance studio. You guys teach the art of salsa
and bachata.
And bachata and, whatever you guys throw in the mix. So take us through the process of that. Tell us how, what is it like to there's so many people that they're like, I don't know how to dance. I mean, everybody will at one point or another encounter someone that doesn't know how to dance, wants to dance, or,
That was me. Well, I guess speaking from experience, I mean, at first it was very nerve-wracking. I didn't know anything. I didn't know my counts then.
Yeah, she was bad.
And so, I mean, just the whole steps of just, learning the counting and how to move my body. I mean, for me, definitely, it took me to get comfortable with myself. And I thought before I was comfortable and confident, not at all. So it's funny to see myself now in videos. And it's funny because we were just talking, I think it was last week. And I was like, Joe, I found this video of day one.
Oh,
and it's
really?
it's just a basic salsa count, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so, and then seeing it now and just seeing the way that my body, just dances and the way that I guess I can interpret the music. It is amazing. But it's funny because we do have students that come out and it's the first day and they're just shaking and they're like, oh, I don't know how to dance. I'm like, don't worry. Just wait until you're at that third level and you're going to be like, wow, I cannot believe I made that whole, process. And so, I mean, it is awesome to see students come in on day one and then stick around and become members. And honestly, we're like a huge family.
Yeah.
We hang out all the time.
I've noticed that. Now, a lot of people may or may not know this, but you guys offer salsa lessons at Mulberry Street Cantina.
Oh, yes. Those are my favorite nights.
and it's so interesting because, I remember seeing you guys there for the first time or whatnot, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for. I mean, I miss that vibe, and we don't have it here.
Yes.
And so I'm so glad that you guys are doing that because it brings in a different flavor into the Denton area. And, we are already a diverse culture to begin with, but we do need to pull out some of those flavors a little bit more. And I'm so glad you guys are doing it. And so when you go out there, it's interesting because everybody may be nervous, but they look so comfortable being there with you guys.
We try to welcome them, and it's okay. You're here. You don't have to learn. You don't have to know how to dance. You don't have to need any experience. Let's just have fun.
So how did you guys start out with Mulberry Street Cantina?
Well, there was one night. There was one night that I actually went out. And I was there with a friend of mine and
with
Jeff.
The same friend that.
Yeah, Nelson. Yeah. Thank you, Nelson.
Nelson is an integral part of this business.
Exactly. This is how we started it. No, so we were out there and first that was my favorite bar to begin with. So I was always there. And Nelson had, said, hey, this spot would be amazing. I'm like, I know, just the whole atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah, it's open.
And, right, and so we asked Jeff, Dina. And Jeff was
Alyssa,
like,
Anita.
hey guys. And so
followers.
And Jeff was like, yeah, like I'm down, like let's let's go for it. Like I think this would be awesome to get people to come together. And since then it's like funny because just today we had 2 people ask us, hey, is Salsa night?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm sorry, it's not till next week.
Yeah.
And so and we were very fortunate to have DJ AB.
Yes.
He's been amazing to help us out and kind of reach out to the crowd. And I mean, I've been involved for about a year and a half going on 2 as far as in the dancing scene. And what I like about us that I guess you don't really see much elsewhere is that we try to interact with everybody.
Yes,
even the people who don't know how to dance salsa or like bachata, we'll try to put those like cumbias in, because who doesn't know how to dance it, right? Just side to side. And so so that's how it all got started.
It is a fun atmosphere. I know that we went out there one night with to Mulberry on Halloween with some friends, and they were like, we don't know how to dance. I'm like, just get out there and move. You're going to have fun. And so it's really neat to see everybody. And usually I'll go in and mingle in the crowds and whatnot. But you guys are right in the middle. You're right in the middle of everybody. You're like, come, okay, you're going to do it like this. And everybody looks so relaxed. And everybody can be goofy together. Everybody can be. And then the interesting thing is when you go back, you see those same people. And you're like, dude, they can dance. They've learned a lot. They have really learned. So I know there's a lot of people that express, I wish I knew how to dance and this and that. And now is your chance, guys. Salsa with Joe is here in Denton. You guys get out there, have a great time. So what is it like for them what's the process like? How do you encourage someone who is completely horrified? Because you can be horrified, but still want to learn.
Yes.
So how do you deal with that?
Well, it's kind of her story, I think. I mean,
yeah, kind of. I mean, we would definitely start at level 1. Like start there. I know we do get a lot of students because on Saturdays we do have free salsa and bachata, like a workshop class. And so just recently we started doing partner work just so that people could get more comfortable with their feet, because I think that's the first thing. It's like, your feet are trying to do one thing, but your body's trying to do like another.
Can you see that dance again?
Like this. So with some movement, so you do it like that. And so I would definitely say to start there. Like I said, it's funny to see people start at first and they're scared, and then they become family, like later down the road. And so.
Well, everybody in Denton, I always say this, and I say it all the time on all the shows, you're going to find your community. You're going to find your niche. You're going to find a group of people that vibe with you and that do the same thing. And what I really love is that it's a very diverse group that you guys have, which is really amazing, because that means it's starting to, get people hooked, and more people are starting to talk about it. So that's really neat. And, somewhere where someone can go, be consistent with something and grow as a family, as a community, is really awesome too, aside from whatever they're learning. Yeah. So what kinds of things do you guys offer? Obviously you do the classes and stuff, but, what is their goal once they've learned how to dance? Do y'all do presentations? What do y'all do?
Joe?
Yeah. So pretty much the way we structure, our classes, we have level 1, which is beginner level. We do that on Mondays at 7 MLK. And then they transition from there to level 2. And now it's not at MLK anymore. It's at the studio. And so we break the level 2 in 2 parts. So level 2A, level 2B. And then level 3, which is intermediate, in 2 parts as well. And then after that, if they wants to stick around with us, then they can become members. So they have to go through the process, though. They have to go through the 3 levels and then audition to be a member.
Oh, nice.
And so once they become members, then we put out, shows, like we perform, like either partner work, footwork, and stuff like that. So, it's a good opportunity to keep dancing. Yeah. Because, it's not like, you're done. Bye. Yeah.
Now go see what you can do with it.
I know, exactly. So, it's like they actually join. It's more like a family, like more close environment, we hang out. We're just not about just dancing. We hang out and stuff like that. Yeah. So, it's pretty fun, to see people like coming back around and then learning all this stuff, and we're just a big family.
So how long does it typically take to go through the gamut of your classes and then end up in that graduation status to where you figure out, okay, I'm either going to stop taking my classes and just enjoy my skill, or I'm going to take it to the next level? How long does it usually take someone to finish their curriculum with you?
That is a great question. One, because it's not up to us, it's up to them.
Very true.
So if they want to complete the whole levels, 1 to 3, level 3, then it'll take 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like we're not asking them to do it. They're not obligated to come. If they want to keep going, they want to keep learning, that's available to them. So it's basically up to the people,
Yeah.
We're there to, just do the classes, welcome them.
So they do have the flexibility with their lives versus they're not locked into a class, and if you don't go, you lose all of that, or how does that work?
So I would say, as far as like taking the classes, if say someone were to join like a level 1 and then skip out on like level 2 but would want to come back, I mean, we would definitely say to like go back to like 1, just because it's funny. Whenever I had first started dancing, like I would dance, and then I would go a few weeks not doing it, and then I would go back and I'm like, wait, so what did I learn? And so
you have to be consistent.
You do have to be consistent.
Definitely. I mean, practice makes perfect. We always tell like our students, practice.
And so where do you guys perform after they graduate and say they make the cut or whatever, and where do you guys perform after that?
This coming Tuesday, we have an event at Mulberry Cantina from 8 to 12, sometimes 1, depending.
Or 2.
Or 2. And so it's a great opportunity for, we do a class at 8:30 for the people that have no experience dancing. They can just come and see
and that's a free class.
And then it's free.
That's a free class, guys. You guys get out there. It's so much fun.
And so every time we do events at Mulberry Cantina, we'll perform there. And so this coming Tuesday we have a performance.
Oh, nice. And is it going to be just you two, or is it going to be your graduates too?
All of our members.
The members.
Nice.
Not everybody, but
yeah,
few of the members.
Very cool.
They're there.
That is so neat. So that's really neat that you guys have like a graduation program that you go into, and then you can be like elite salsa dancers.
That's how we think we are. At least I do.
Hey, you know what? You guys have Denton dancing. So that's a big deal right now. So we all have been thinking about this the whole week or lately. We've seen an article come out and Denton wanting to dance, and we talk about this all the time. Why doesn't Denton dance?
Come out and dance.
Some people may beg to differ otherwise, and that's cool, but I want to dance.
Yeah.
I don't want to just hear,
And that's one of the reasons we do this, because we Dallas is cool and everything, but it's like if you're in Denton, you don't want to drive all the way up there.
Exactly.
And so we want to bring that environment here too.
Yes.
Just like a big community.
Yeah, we don't need to leave Denton to dance, guys. We got to bring it here.
Have it right here. No, it is definitely fun. I mean, I honestly look forward to Salsa night at Mulberry. That is my night that I get to release my stress.
There you go.
Get loose.
Yes.
And it's different. It's fun when you're learning something new and you realize, oh, it's not as hard as I thought it was. I'm watching them. I'm not even taking the class, and I'm watching them and I'm catching on. I should take a class.
Yeah.
I could be even more better.
Yeah.
So it's really neat because you do go out there at Mulberry Street and you watch people dance. Once you finish with the classes, then you kind of let the DJ do their he does his thing, and then you're like watching everybody and they're just like, I got moves.
After
so it's really
margarita.
cool. Yeah, well, everybody's dancing. That's the big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have places here in Denton where you really, really dance like that.
Yeah.
There's places that you can dance at, but that's in fairness. But, to really let your dancing shoes and skills come to play like that's pretty neat to do. So what do you guys have coming up aside from Tuesday? Would y'all have any other events, future anything?
Yeah, this Friday.
I know.
The Lost Poet
Lounge, guys.
Lost Poet Lounge.
It's exciting.
Studio E.
So thanks for plugging that.
Yeah, of course.
We see what you did.
Yeah,
Not joking.
I know, right?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
We're all about self-promo here.
Yeah.
So we are talking about Lost Poet Lounge, and we are having a huge event, and I will plug it in because it is my baby. And it took a lot of people to make this event happen. And so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in because I have my sheet here.
All right.
And we are joining forces with Studio E, which is a very awesome place here off of the square, right around the corner, actually. So Studio E, Cynthia and Suni will be having us in their wonderful house.
Thank you.
And Lost Poet Lounge performers, we're going to have our performers there. It's going to be a huge event this Friday at 8 o'clock. I'm inviting all of you out there. So it's going to be Friday at 8. We're going to, it's called Exotic World Soiree. We're going to have Ishana Dance Conservatory dancing Bollywood dancing, and we will have Salsa with Joe there as well. They will be performing for us as well, and we will have musical guest Calvin LeBaron, guitarist, and we're going to have Ina Thomas, Patrick Hamilton, Adam Malhout, Kathleen Michalik. We're going to have Nicole Leftow, Uriah Stone, Mateo Granados, Sean Enfield, and Courtney Marie. And we also have live painters, which I will have set up there in the gallery. And it's going to be Iris Candelaria live painting, Margarita Barantes live painting, Haris Ferotovich, which was one of my guests here. Cynthia LaBelle will be also doing henna on there and that evening, and obviously DJ AB will be the DJ of the night. And guess what, people, we are going to dance after that.
Yes,
so
we are.
And it's not going to be salsa lessons, it's going to be like get out on the dance floor, let's shake it. And I want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors for that event, because without them it wouldn't have been possible. Actually, with all of these people it wouldn't have been possible, including you guys. Oak Street Draft House, a big shout out to Oak Street and East Side, and Midway Craft House, Midway Mart, and the Denton Gallery, because they'll be providing some of the artwork for that night.
I'm excited.
So
Cool.
you guys are going to be performing there. That was a long plug-in. I'm sorry, but I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to do it. So I'm excited for your performance that night, because it is a chance for everyone there that night to be exposed to you guys outside of the typical Mulberry arena. And thank you to Mulberry for having you guys all the time and exposing the
big shout out to Mulberry.
Mulberry, thank you.
Definitely.
We love you.
So where do people go to find out more about you guys? Plug in your social media. Where do they go to?
So they can like us on Facebook, Salsa with Joe, J-O, not J-O-E. Salsa with J-O.
Like your shirts, J-O.
Yeah, right here. And also follow us on Instagram, Salsa with Joe.
Okay. Simple enough. Salsa
simple
with Joe
enough.
all the way. Except for Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not Twitter.
Do we have to need a Twitter?
We might eventually.
That and Snapchat. I'm like, do we need a Snapchat?
Salsa
No,
without
yeah.
Joe.
We do definitely have a lot of students who come out and find out about us also on a Meetup. So for those of you who don't have social media, you can find us on Meetup.
Find us on Meetup too.
Okay.
And we also post like our class dates, times, and events on there. So there's other options.
Very cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I am looking forward to the next event that you'll have at Mulberry Street Cantina. I shouldn't have an excuse, because after here I should go straight there.
Yeah, you're right around the corner.
I know. I don't have an excuse. So if you don't see me, you better message me.
I'm going to text you. I'm like, where are you at? Because I'm here dancing by myself.
You need to tell me, I was on your show last week. The least you could do is come over here.
Come here.
No, it is really fun. So yeah,
it is a lot of fun.
Make it. It's right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it. So you guys hold me to that. Make me go dance. I need to go dance.
If you go, I will post a picture and be like, she made it to to Mulberry. So there we go.
You're calling me with a selfie shot?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm there.
Exactly.
I am so there. I am the selfie queen. There you go. I'm gonna be there anyway. So I do have one other thing that I wanted to. Somebody had approached me about, and I promised them I would talk about it. Yes. So if you'll let me do that too.
That's fine.
Adele Whitman had reached out to me. She is letting me know that they do have an event. The Upscale Resale is going to be opening, and it's a transitional housing grand opening, and it's March 29th, Thursday, from 3 to 6 p.m. at 920 Dallas Drive. They're going to have food, music, live do-it-yourself paint project, and a fashion show. So it's going to be the newest thrift store location. It's their grand opening. It is free for kids and family, and they're going to have a bounce house, people. Take your kids out there.
I'm in.
It is free. SPS Roofing will be grilling hot dogs. There's going to be a DJ for some fun tunes. Vintage Blue Home will be upcycling a dresser live, which is kind of cool because I've been thinking about doing one myself. So you get to see that happen live. And 3 p.m., the music and the food will happen. 3:30, live dresser painting. Anyone in attendance will get a chance to win that. 4 p.m. is the fashion show. If you guys want to see what upcycle or upscale resale can do with a fashion show, you go out there. At 5 p.m., they're going to do the actual opening of the shop with special discounts. Please get connected with Denton County Friends of the Family as they support victims of sexual and domestic violence. All proceeds from upscale resale go back into the life-saving services at Friends of the Family. And you can find more information at volunteer@dcfof.org. So thank you, Adele, for bringing that to our attention. We hope you guys get a great grand opening and supporting the people that are going to be serviced through upscale resale. So thank you for that. So guys, we're going to go shake it this coming Friday. You guys be there to come see Salsa with Joe amongst all the other people. Yes. And thank you so much for being here on the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie.
Thanks for having us. This is exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm not so nervous now.
We had 5 shots before the show.
Yes,
no,
we did.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Water.
But thank you so much. I had a great time with you guys. And thank you guys for tuning in here on the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie. We'll see you next week.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.